Yo, Patriots Nation, strap in, because today's news is absolutely wild. We've got 4 bombshell stories from the offseason that'll hit you right in the gut. We're talking blockbuster trade rumors, a draft pick that could redefine our future, a fan favorite fighting for his spot, and a defense that's shaping up to terrify the league. Is this the spark of a new dynasty in Foxborough? Are we finally climbing back to the top? Grab your snacks, smash that like button, and let's dive into the updates shaking up our Patriots. Which one's got you losing your mind? Drop it in the comments, and let's get this party started. Now, let's talk about a saga that's got every Patriots fan on edge. Brandon Aiyuk. Imagine this, our offense, led by Drake May, with a superstar wide receiver like Aiyuk torching secondaries left and right. That was the dream last offseason when New England went all in, offering a massive contract to pry him from the 49ers. But then, boom, he turned us down, re-signing with San Fran. Talk about a punch to the gut. Fans were livid on X, with some calling it a betrayal and others blaming Gerard Mayo's new regime for not sealing the deal. The vibes were low, no question. But hold up, this story's far from over. Aiyuk, still rehabbing a brutal ACL tear from last season, dropped a bombshell on his YouTube channel. He sounded straight up frustrated with the 49ers, hinting they considered trading him while he was down. Shady, right? That's got Patriots Nation buzzing again. Could Foxborough get a second shot at this guy? With 1,308 receiving yards in 2023, Aiyuk would be a game changer for May, giving our QB a true WR1 to lean on. But here's the catch, that injury. The Niners GM, John Lynch, is hyping Aiyuk's recovery, saying he's healing incredibly fast and is a key part of their plans. Is that just PR to keep him in line, or are they legit? Fans on X or Splithaff are begging Elliott Wolf to go back in with another offer, while others are nervous about banking on a guy coming off a major injury. And let's not forget, we already snagged Stephon Diggs, but Aiyuk could take this offense to another level. The potential is insane, but so's the risk. What do you think, Nation? Is Aiyuk worth another swing, or should we move on? Hit the comments, because the next story is going to crank up the heat even more. While we're still reeling from the Aiyuk roller coaster, let's shine the spotlight on a guy who's been holding it down for us. Demario Pop Douglas. This dude's heading into his 3rd season and the pressure's sky high. Last year, he was the one constant in a chaotic offense, hauling in 66 catches for 621 yards and 3 touchdowns. Not exactly eye-popping numbers, but when you're lines letting QBs get sacked like it's a Black Friday sale, that's pretty darn solid. Now, with Stephon Diggs, Mac Hollins, Kyle Williams, and even Kayshon Boutte stepping up, the WR room's stacked. So, can Pop keep his shine? Michael DeVito from Musket Fire laid it out. Douglas needs to be more efficient. In 2023, he averaged 4 yards per catch, but that dropped to 4 in 2024. Fans on X are all over this and see him as May's go-to for quick, precise routes, especially since they've been building chemistry since training camp. Others think he'll get buried with all these new targets in town. Last season, Pop saw 87 targets, but with Diggs and company, that number's likely dropping. Every catch is going to be a chance to prove he's still got it. The dude's not a superstar, but he's reliable, with hands like glue and a knack for finding space. Can he bump those yards per catch and stay a key piece for May, or will he fade into the background? The X platform's buzzing with take some fans or ride or die for Pop. Others think he's a role player at best. What's your call, Nation? Is Douglas going to step up and silence the haters, or is he getting overshadowed? Let's hear it below, because our backfield's about to stir up some serious noise. Speaking of noise, let's talk about a backfield that's got Patriots Nation hyped and debating like crazy. In April, we drafted Trevion Henderson from Ohio State in the 2nd round, and this kid's a straight-up stud. Fast, explosive, and already being called the future of our run game. Henderson's got fans dreaming of big things. Ramondre Stevenson owned the backfield in 2024, but Henderson could challenge for that RB1 spot. So, where does that leave Antonio Gibson? He came in on a 2-year deal to be our pass-catching weapon out of the backfield, but only managed 23 receptions last season, his worst ever. Fans on X are torn. Some say he's a bust who never fit, while others think a better scheme could unlock his potential. Here's where it gets spicy. ESPN's Mike Rice has Gibson pegged as the third RB behind Henderson and Stevenson. With only 3 running back spots on the 53-man roster, undrafted rookie Lan Larison, who's drawing Danny Woodhead vibes with his versatility, might get squeezed out. That's got fans freaking out. Some are calling for a Gibson trade, maybe for a day 3 pick, to clear space for Larison to shine alongside Henderson and Stevenson. Picture this: a dynamic duo of Henderson's speed and Stevenson's power, with Larison as a sneaky third-down threat. It's a mouth-watering combo, but if we keep Gibson, can he turn it around in 2025, or is he just taking up a roster spot? The debates on X are wild, with fans throwing out mock trades and dream lineups. And don't sleep on Larison, he's been turning heads in workouts, and some think he could steal a spot outright. What's your take, nation? Should we roll with Gibson or trade him to build around the young guys? Drop your thoughts, because our defense is about to take this hype to a whole new level. While the backfield's got us pumped, let's talk about a Patriots defense that's shaping up to be an absolute nightmare for opponents in 2025. This offseason, the front office went all out, loading up with elite talent. First up, they snagged defensive tackle Milton Williams, fresh off a star-making Super Bowl performance with the Eagles. Then they added Robert Spillane, who's been piling up 40-plus tackles a season with the Raiders, and edge rusher Harold Landry, a former Mike Vrabel standout from Tennessee. This unit's looking scary, but hold on to your hats. Joe DeLeone from PFSN is projecting will draft Georgia linebacker C.J. Allen in the first round of 2026. This dude's a beast, racking up 76 tackles in 2024, including 3 for loss, and he's got that cerebral, old-school Patriots linebacker vibe. Think Teddy Bruschi reborn Hawkins. But here's the twist. Drafting Allen might mean Spillane or Christian Ellis aren't cutting it. Fans on X are losing it over this. Some say stacking the defense with another stud LB is the key to bringing back that dominant Patriots identity. Others argue we need to prioritize the offense, especially since Stefon Diggs, our WR1, is over 30 and the rest of the receiver room is unproven. A defense with Williams, Spillane, Landry, and maybe Allen, that's a QB's worst nightmare, hunting down ball carriers like it's 204. But are we sleeping on the offense's needs? Diggs is a stud, but how long can he carry the load? The X platform's a battleground, with fans debating whether to double down on defense or grab a young WR to grow with May. Imagine the chaos this D could cause: sacks, turnovers, and pure domination. But is it the right move for the long term? What's your vibe, nation? Go all in on defense or balance things out with an offensive weapon? Smash that like, subscribe, and let's wrap this up with a bang. Patriots Nation, what a freaking day. Aiyuk's got us dreaming of a blockbuster trade. Pop Douglas is fighting to stay in the spotlight, Henderson's shaking up the backfield, and our defense is gearing up to be a straight-up terror. The 2025 season's looking like a turning point. Are we building a championship roster or still searching for the final piece? Which of these stories has you hyped out of your mind? Drop your hottest takes in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep the fire burning in Foxborough. Go